Good afternoon. My name is Sadé Savings and I'm from South Africa. Like many of you here, I am a child of Africa. Like many of you here, I am deeply passionate about contributing to Africa's future. And like many of you here, I am vividly aware of the opportunity that our generation has. The opportunity to play a pivotal role in driving Africa's renaissance. The question I would like to raise today is, how can we become the next generation of leaders that our continent needs? Before I do that, it is important that I outline the premise on which this talk is based. And that premise is that Africa is indeed a continent rich with possibility and potential. Now, we have all heard the narrative of Africa rising, and we have all heard the narrative of Africa regressing. We are also all aware of the leadership challenges that our continent faces and the negative impact this has on our continent's future. Kawala, a political leader from Cameroon, says that Africa is not by any means poor. It is just poorly run. And so for me, this raises the question of how we take up the opportunity that Africa has. Like many of you in this room, I believe that this can only be done by first addressing the issue of leadership. And herein lies our opportunity. The opportunity to be the generation of leaders to drive the continent forward and leave a lasting legacy for our children and our children's children. So how do we do this? I believe that it will take a generation of leaders who adopt the principles of sustainable leadership to truly transform the African continent. So what do I mean by sustainable leadership? An important note to make here is that mindset, leadership, and sustainability are fundamentally and inextricably linked. Mindset informs our thinking and our actions, and for me at least, sustainable leadership is all about developing mindsets that are centered around a deeper, conscious understanding of our own personal impact in the world. The tagline for my life coaching practice is "Live Your Legacy," and it was very much inspired by the movement I have seen towards a more sustainable, authentic way of living, being, and leading. In my foundation, we use boxing as a tool for social change. Importantly, we run a leadership and life skills program that aims to develop young girls and boys into the next generation of sustainable leaders that our continent needs. Sustainable leadership is different from conventional models of leadership because it has a more long-term view of personal impact in addressing today's social, political, and environmental challenges. There are three key things that make a sustainable leader. A sustainable leader is someone who is focused on an inclusive development agenda. 2, a sustainable leader is someone with an awareness of self and who is committed to leading from within. And lastly, a sustainable leader is someone with a strong vision for leaving a positive and impactful legacy for future generations. With this in mind, I believe that we, the people of Africa, need to relish the opportunity and potential of the African continent by adopting the attitude and qualities of sustainable leaders that will drive our continent forward to greater growth, good governance, and prosperous people. Thank you, and God bless.